Hello, my lovely humans. So there was a request in one of my recent videos to talk about what is on this table. It was called the Candlestick table. So I'm going to do this little bonus video to show what's on my table. So the very prominent thing here is my candelabra. This was a gift from my brother. I change out the candles every so often. I will put in a picture if I can find it, but melting these taper candles down on this is actually a nightmare. It is such a mess. Do not recommend. I have mentioned this before that I do not know how, like when you watch old movies and TV shows, how people are using a candelabra to walk around, because the melting mess that these candles create on this style of candelabra because of how small this part is a disaster. Okay. But yeah, so I have that. Then this is, try not to be too judgmental, but I am a spiritualist. That is what my religious practices are. It's also referred to as witchcraft, which, listen, I'm not here to knock your style of prayer. Please don't knock mine. You can civilly disagree with me if you want to, but that is going to explain a lot of this. So these are also these little feminine body candles. I got them from Etsy. I have these two. I actually have two more that are different colors that I keep in this drawer. Don't melt those. These candles are also a melting mess because they don't melt like nice and evenly down the sides like this. That's not how any candle melts, so they do not melt nice. They are for decoration as they are, in my humble opinion, because these actually melt like down the middle in a weird, it just turns into a grotesque looking mess. It's not nice at all. And I don't know if it's just the specific kind of wax that this is made of. It melts really quickly in like a big burn. Not fun. Much prettier just as is. Then we have back here, these are my older incense sticks. These are a new set of incense sticks I just recently bought to replace those ones. This is one that I keep in here that obviously has not been burned yet. This is my holder. This is a little Irish Celtic symbol of home and protection. This is a ritual jar or a spell jar also for home protection. That's what the pentagram actually represents. In spirituality and paganism, the pentagram isn't for summoning demons or dark spirits, and we don't believe in Satan, so we can't be satanic. People often think, oh, you're worshiping Satan. My religion doesn't believe in Satan, so that's not what we do. But the 5 points actually represent fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, and it's that they're all connected to each other in a way, and a circle also represents a connection of unity, and that is a symbol of home protection and protection of family. So that's what that jar is, and it has like lavender, rose petals, has some chamomile in there, eucalyptus, all things for protective energy. This is an intentions spell jar. It's kind of, you might notice there's some seashells in there. Those are often Venus things. And that is for when you use this jar in connection to other ritual work. It helps enhance that intention, that connection to spirit, to say, my intentions are clear, etc. Then we have selenite. I have a lot of selenite. This is a selenite tower, which I just think is so darn beautiful. I have a selenite heart. This is a piece of selenite. This is a piece of selenite. And over here, which isn't on the table, is a really big selenite stick. Selenite is a cleansing, purification thing that also is self-cleansing and can help cleanse other crystals in the area. This is my quartz pendulum. And this is my howlite dual-ended pointed. This helps do connections. That's what this is for. This is to connect these two energies of these two crystals. Then these are the daisies of death. This is the lotus of life. Important in that life and death are just a part of the cycle, and death doesn't always mean in spirituality like physical death. It can mean that, but we believe in reincarnation and ascension. But death can also mean death of bad habits, death of your old self, going into a different timeline shift, etc. But spirituality is very much about balance. So on the daisies of death, I have, this is engraved with the chakras alignment. So we have the amethyst for the third eye, lapis lazuli for the crown, throat chakra with angelite. This is rose quartz for the heart chakra. The solar plexus is a citrine. And then you can put carnelian or any other orange stone here, but I have tiger's eye in the sacrum. And then the root chakra, I have carnelian. Any other red, like a red jasper, would work there, or a fire agate, which are those ones. This is a lace agate. This is peridot. I also have a bigger peridot over here. This is advertine. Got a big one over here. This is jade. This is another angelite. Another tiger's eye. I am a Leo, and one of my main crystals is a tiger's eye. And plus, I just think they're beautiful. This is smoky quartz. I have a couple smoky quartz points because where everything needs to point to a central point. Then I have obsidian and obsidian. This is another lapis lazuli. I'm not big on buying lapis lazuli because they often come from the Middle Eastern countries where ISIS is still in control. So oftentimes that funding can go to them, and I don't want to personally support that. I did buy those before I knew that. You can avoid doing that by the pricier your crystals are, the more likely they are to have come from an ethically sourced place. And you just need to also look wherever it says it's from. You can also be sure if it was, if it's a place where it's good, then you're good, usually. No guarantee. This is just a regular crystal. This is tourmaline. I also have another black tourmaline somewhere else. This is pyrite. This is another citrine. This is unpolished citrine. This is a polished citrine. This is unpolished. This is one of my jades, or not jades, jaspers. This is jasper dalmatian. This is amazonite. Which one? This is my brown amazonite. This is rhodonite. And then this is my unpolished hematite. It was on the tip of my tongue. And then underneath, you might see that there is some picture or paper sticking out under here. I have to move these. Hold on. So underneath these, these are my New Year's resolutions and goals that I wrote up at the beginning of the year. This is one of my ultimate goals. So being a successful author, reality shift, and inner peace. And I have these exact same things underneath this one, just as a part of a manifestation, keeping that energy and protection. I am a person who does suffer from like some bouts of depression and sadness. And so I really am like, I need to keep my energy cleansed and protected from me mostly, and from any other darkness that might try to envelop me. So that's why I have a lot of black crystals and smoky quartz and selenite. I want that cleansing and that purification. Then on the bottom part of the shelf, down here, I have a lava lamp that I only plug in sometimes just because this is wood and I don't have anywhere else to stick it because I only have 2 outlets in this room. That top outlet doesn't actually work, so there's nothing plugged into it, but I have my surge protector here. This is for my Switch, this is for my TV, and this is where I charge literally everything else. That's what all these other cords are. I have a thing for, needed to find it, for this. This is my sleeping mask that has speakers in it because I need sound when I sleep. I also have my headphone charging cord. This is a cell phone. This is an old cell phone that has pictures on it, older pictures on it. These are my goggles for when I'm using my U-like device, that at-home laser hair removal, and this is my twine. I use the twine to wrap usually bay leaves around small taper candles. It's a part of when you do rituals. Bay leaves have a great manifestation power to connect to spirit, so you write down on them either sigils or what you want to have happen, and then when you tie them with twine, twine burns very quickly and very cleanly. It doesn't cause a lot of smoke, and it's also very sturdy, and it's just handy for a whole bunch of other stuff to have around. So that is what is on that table. I hope that you enjoyed getting to see my mostly little crystal holding altar, and I will see you all in the next video.